Austin stood in the middle of the room before walking towards the window. He could still hear his wife's voice echoing in his ears. Remy is just like you. Remy is just like you. Was he living in self-denial, or was he just too blind to see how right Agnes was? Remy demonstrated many traits that he, Austin, had shown himself as a boy. Wow. Welcome to Impacting Humanity in Imperfection. I just read from the second paragraph of page 22. Today, I'm going to touch on a topic that is very dear to my heart, and it's titled Experiences Shared Saves 9. Experiences shared, or an experience shared saves 9. You'll be wondering what's this topic all about? And I'll put you out of your misery. I would start this video by giving you an example, a story. I'll tell you a story. I remember many years ago, I was invited to my son's school because they said my son had done something wrong. So before we left, I said to my son, "Did you do what they said you did?" And he said, "No, Dad." So I went into that meeting with my full chest. During the meeting, it now transpired that my son actually was economical with the truth. As I sat there in the head teacher's office, I was extremely upset. In fact, I was incandescent with anger for 3 reasons. Firstly, my son had been economical with the truth. As parents, we don't want to be lied to, even though we told very colorful tales when we were growing up. And if I had been in the know, I would have dealt with matters. I would have dealt with the matter differently. Because don't forget, our first instinct as parents is to protect. So I would have dealt with it differently. I suspect he didn't tell us the full story because he was ashamed, or he felt he would let us down, and most likely he was scared because his father comes across as no nonsense, don't suffer fools gladly, don't stand for insolence. So he was scared, so he didn't say the full story. Secondly, I was upset not just with him, but with myself. And the reason being that what my son had done was something I had done many years ago, even worse. And I sat there saying to myself, if I had had this conversation with my son, and I had told him about the repercussion or the consequence or consequences of my action, then probably we would not have been in this situation. Maybe he would have known better. Thirdly, I sat there more out of embarrassment and self-awareness than being upset. And it just dawned on me that I was feeling, or I must have been feeling, the way my father felt in all those many trips he took to my school because of my truancy. So I felt what he felt. And when they say, well, I was actually walking in his shoes, that was just me walking in someone else's shoes. And it didn't feel nice. So my apologies to my late dad. Parents, they born children shall So as I sat there, it dawned on me that as parents, we kind of shortchange our children. Even as mentors or guardians, we shortchange them because we don't tell them, we don't give them our full experiences. It's crucial and important that when we're sharing our experiences, we share the experiences that were not so pleasant. Not just the good ones, not just the pleasant ones, not when we took first position in the class or when we graduated cum laude from the university or we won a meritorious award or we discovered apparatus that no one had ever discovered. Oh no, we must share the not so pleasant experiences we went through. We must share a time when we got it wrong, where we missed the mark, where we fell short, and the consequence or consequences of our actions, because that's how the children learn.